Good morning. Welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Stephanie and this is Brittany. We're two of Festival's dietitians joining you today with a 20-minute meal and a Cans Get You Cooking friendly meal.
Absolutely. Today we're making sweet potato chili, which is excellent for this time of year as the weather's getting a little bit colder. It's a nice, hearty, comforting food, and it's really fast.
I was going to say, that sounds awesome, so let's get started.
Yeah, so far all we've done is just brown some lean ground turkey breast in a stock pot, and in the same pot we actually sauteed some onions until they're translucent, so about 5 minutes. And really, this is just a one-pot dish, so
which is totally awesome.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That much easier.
And so now we can just get to our other ingredients. The star of the show for this dish is sweet potatoes. So these have just been peeled and finely chopped. So I'm just going to go ahead and add these in.
And you're adding them first so that it's ahead of the liquid ingredients, so that you don't have the splashing. That's just really smart because I've definitely done it in the wrong order before, and you just want to be safe in the kitchen. Now, sweet potatoes, they're a unique ingredient to this chili.
Yes. They add a lot of carotenoids, which are healthy antioxidants. And you usually don't find, sweet potatoes in chili, but they add a lot of flavor to this dish. And again, just those nice cold weather flavors we're looking for.
Awesome. So the next items then.
The next items are really just canned items. So first I'm going to add some no salt added tomato sauce. You could certainly use another variety, but I just like to lighten up the sodium a little bit.
Which makes a lot of sense.
So 2 little cans of that. And then I'm going to add 2 cans of diced tomatoes.
All right, so while you're doing that, we are working with the Can Manufacturers Institute on the Cans Get You Cooking campaign. As you can see, we have that on our aprons. And as I've said before, it's a very cumbersome way of explaining that we're just promoting canned food items to make your life easier. Cans are really the reason that this can be a 20-minute meal recipe.
Absolutely. And when I made this recipe at home, I actually already had all the ingredients in my pantry without even knowing it. So I didn't even have to go to the grocery store, and it was already there. It was so convenient.
Which is awesome. And with the Cans Get You Cooking campaign, one of the days that they promote doing these types of recipes is on Thursdays, because research has showed that most people actually run out of their fresh fruit and vegetable items and their recipe ideas by Thursday each week.
Right.
So this is a perfect recipe to have everything on hand for any chili, really.
Absolutely. And I do want to point out too, if you don't have tomato sauce at home, it also actually works really well with spicy hot vegetable juice. So that's a great substitution as well.
That's a great idea.
So the last canned ingredient we have are just black beans. I've rinsed and drained them, so those can go in. You could really use any kind of bean for this, but I prefer the black beans.
And the black and the orange from the sweet potatoes, they're just a perfect complement to each other just because it looks pretty.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to go ahead and stir that up a little bit. And now I'm going to add just a cup of water to get it a little bit more liquid. A packet of chili seasoning, and you could certainly make your own seasoning blend at home, but we like to go with the packets because it's a little bit more convenient, and they come in so many varieties.
Well, and then you don't need multiple spices sitting around the house. You can just grab that and you're ready to rock and roll.
You're good to go. We actually used a gluten-free chili seasoning today, but they do make lower sodium seasonings, so really anything that meets your needs, you can find it.
All right, and then the final secret ingredient.
The final secret ingredient, a little tribute to Cincinnati style chili, is just a little sprinkle of cinnamon. And it really complements the sweet potatoes well and the heat from the chili packet.
Which I think is just awesome because it really brings all of those flavors together.
And speaking of flavors, we're going to go ahead and bring this to a boil. And once it boils, we're going to let it simmer for 15 minutes and get those sweet potatoes nice and soft. And that'll make those flavors really come together. So our chili has been simmering for about 15-20 minutes. The potatoes are nice and soft now, and I think we're ready to...
I'm going to grab the bowls.
Yeah, dish it up. And it just smells amazing. And that's one of the first things my family said too when I was making it, was they couldn't wait to dig in because the house just smelled amazing. If you want to bring your bowl over here, I'll get you first.
Thank you.
Then I'll get some for me.
Well, and chili too is one of those things that if you let it cook longer, the flavors do really, they come out stronger.
Absolutely. Chili's one of my favorite things to have the next day too.
Absolutely. But one of the other fun things about chili toppings.
Toppings. And that's really great, especially for making a family meal, because every family member can make the chili the way they want it. So whether it's, here we have cheese or non-fat plain Greek yogurt. You could certainly use oyster crackers or tortilla strips. But
Right, and you don't have to use the non-fat Greek yogurt. You could use sour cream as well.
Absolutely.
And then we have one of your favorites, cornbread.
cornbread. Can't have chili without cornbread.
Right, so
All right,
let's give this a taste. Oh, that's excellent.
I love the spice in here.
It really, it's a fun twist on an old favorite. So that's sweet potato chili.
And remember, you can always eat well at Festival Foods.